Looks like Nick Diaz will be making a return to the octagon soon. Nick recently did an interview with Inside Fighting. He said, "I'm asking to fight as soon as possible. Not John Jones though. Yeah, something like that. Israel Adesanya or Alex Pereira. I always want to fight the best." Darren Till made an appearance on the Believe You Me podcast with Michael Bisping and Anthony Smith and discussed recently being released from the UFC. Darren gives his plan for how he will stay active and make money over the next 2 years.
As I said, Anthony, I'm sat in a 4x4. I'm sat in a little box room right now because of a week when I'm training. I don't really stay at home with me, my wife and the kids, because it sort of interrupts their sleep and their schedules and stuff. So I live about 10 minutes away with my uncle, so it's just a small room. And to be quite honest with you, mate, I have a lot of time to think, and I am one of them guys. I'm an overthinker. It's probably a bad thing, but I've got like a 2-year plan in my mind now, and I feel like it's going to be a unbelievable plan, and I'm going to execute it to the most I can. And so that's it. I mean, I don't want to say too much about it, but I'm going to make a truckload of money. I'm going to probably do a little striker match or two, because that's my forte. And then hopefully by then I'll have figured out this rupture with my knees and stuff, and I'll be good to go.
But there is a plan and a goal. You got something you're going towards.
Listen, I wouldn't have asked this big. How many guys go to the UFC and say, "Release me"? Like, how many guys actually do that? Some of the guys, when they're on their way out, like let's say Nate wanted to be released and stuff like that, but there's not many guys who do that. And I've had a lot of time to think about my decision, and that's why I was happy when Hunter actually said to me, "Till, think about it, because it's a big decision, you know, like think about what you're doing here." And I said, "Okay, Hunter, I respect that. Give me 2 weeks, like just think." And I've thought of the plan, the route, the path, and I've got like a full plan in place.
Well, that's the main thing, Darren. You're at peace with it, and it's your doing. It's your decision. You know what I mean? So wholeheartedly, we hope that it all works out, and you make a ton of money, and you come back, and you smash everyone's head in, because that's what we want to see, and that's what you're capable of. Because it seems like I'm giving you a bloody pep talk, you know, when we were talking at the Airbnb after your last fight, because everyone knows, and anyone that can't see the potential and can't see what you're capable of, they're blind. You know what I mean? And the UFC see that as well. That's why they were talking so considerately to you, and you know, and trying to not warn you, but just say, you know, really think about your consequences, because you only get one career, you know. So that was, I respect Dana and those guys for that.
Israel Adesanya posted a live reaction video for UFC 285. This clip is going around social media of Izzy laughing at John Jones during his post-fight speech.
My Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Aljamain Sterling gives his take on Darren Till asking for the UFC to release him. Aljo hints that Darren may be trying to get out of the USADA testing pool to take the same quote-unquote supplements Conor McGregor was on.
He's still a big name, but he's got some things he needs to work on. Look at Edmund Shabazian. He took a year off and came back and had a really good fight in his next showing and showed that he's made some improvements on the ground.
But did he have to leave the roster?
No, he just took a whole year off.
That's what I'm saying. So Darren Till's saying, I gotta leave. I got stuff going on out here. I'm making some big moves. So I gotta leave the roster to go make this happen. Then I'm gonna come back.
Yeah, that sounds like some McGregor-ish right there.
I'm just like, this doesn't, either, it just sounds like not true. It's not believable.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's gonna take the McGregor's protocol supplements, but I don't even know what's the point of that.
Oh, that could be it.
But for what? He's not like he's got a catastrophic injury.
Just to get jacked, bro.
But it's not going to help him learn how to wrestle. You know what I mean? So it's like, what's the point of that? That's why I'm just like, if Darren Till were crazy enough to think that the Conor McGregor protocol supplement is going to help him become a better fighter and not improve his and improve his skill deficiency in the grappling department, then he's so far delusional. Then I don't even know what to tell the guy. The reason he lost those fights is because you can't get up off the ground and you can't stop the takedown. And once you can stop the takedown, you are a force. Best of luck and most happiness to go Darren Till's way. I like seeing all fighters do well. Unfortunately, when you meet all these guys, you do know that they're going to cross paths, and eventually someone's got to lose. That's just how the game goes. And may the better man or better woman win that's more prepared for the exam.
Alex Pereira has a message for Israel Adesanya. The rematch between the two goes down at UFC 287 on April 8th. Pereira posted sparring footage to his Instagram. In the caption, he has a star emoji with the date of Israel Adesanya's birthday, and then he has a casket emoji with the date of the rematch. Dan Hooker believes the UFC is going to punish him for accusing Islam Makhachev of cheating. A few weeks back, Dan accused Islam of using an IV to rehydrate after weighing in for the fight against Alexander Volkanovski. Islam denied the allegations and said that Dan needs to be held accountable. Dan in a recent interview says that he believes the UFC is going to punish him for the whole situation. He went on to say the UFC don't care and USADA don't care. Why do you think I'm the guy that come out and said something? I don't care. You don't think that I know there's going to be consequences for what I said? You don't think I'm going to be punished for what I said? I just don't care. Do I think that the UFC is going to punish me in some way? Yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they'll give me tough matchups. Whoop-de-doo. Ask the last 10 blokes I fought. They're all tough matchups. Bring it on. You want to give me tough matchups? Give me tough matchups. I'm not going to blatantly see one of my teammates cheated out of a world title and not say anything. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post future ones. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Jacob Palmer. It says, I'm the king at lightweight. Connor proceeds to fight at any other weight class. The second one's from Joseph R. It says, I'd like to see Cody Garbrandt versus Valentina Shevchenko for the women's 135 interim belt. Great fight. And the final one's from Mr. Poolmaster. It says, Valentina is very delusional thinking she was dominated. She felt Alexa's power on her chin and got shook. You could see on her face, oh shit. Then started shooting the rest of the fight. Alexa won first, and if the fourth ended it, it would have been 2-2 going into the fifth. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured on the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. If you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen to get caught up. And make sure to go subscribe to our second channel where we post our exclusive MMA interviews.